Hey everyone, it's Krista, and here we are in my garage. Well, it's a carport, but the wall's boxed in, so it's sort of a garage enclosed, but you do what you can with the tools you got or what you bought. So, kind of, you see a lot of junk, and there's a lot of stuff here. I've got a heavy truck we're maintaining. There's 3 people living here. 2 of us have way too many tools. But what I kind of want to talk about was some of the misery I uncovered when I was researching buying a toolkit. So, kind of what I'm going to talk about are toolkits and these things that you try to buy. So let's go ahead and open up my own stream and see how it's doing. Okay, that's pretty good volume, good times. And we'll do 1 thumbs up so somebody will like it. You know what I could do is I could share this on copy link. I could share this on the Books of Facing just to give folks a couple minutes to show up. Let's see. Live now blathering about tools. Blathering is about right. And I'm telling you, I put a lot of time in looking at these toolkits that are on sale, and they all piss me off. They really do. It's like people who don't work on stuff are putting together toolkits and trying to rope us in, and they really just annoy the F out of me because they all have like critical omissions, and it's just like, why are you trying to be everything to everyone? And you can't be everything to everyone. It does not work that way. All right, let's put this all back to where it was, and we're gonna make my phone shut up. Okay. I smell oil. Make sure nothing's leaking. Oh, it's this, my drain pan. Okay. All right, let's go over here and I'll drag you around. All right, so you're sort of facing this way, and I'm going to pull my tool cart over, and then we'll point at it. And then I'll go over stuff. So there's the top of it. And I haven't done a whole lot of stuff using in here, this format. Not quite sure what I'm up to. So this ended up being my tool cart. And actually, it's sort of facing the wrong way, but that's okay because it's oriented like this with respect to the door in and out. So everything's kind of like the way it always is. I've been very ad hoc with my tools. Ad hoc meaning I just buy stuff and collect it and collect it. For the longest time, I just used this larger Harbor Freight, there we go, or Hobo Freight tool bag. All right, how do I want to go down this thing? This is sort of a go bag, but like, I can't get over and stress enough. Okay, this thing's going in and out on its zoom. We're going to have to do something about that and make you a little further away, because it's just seeing it makes my OCD cringe. So if I'm a little more out of its range, okay. There we go. All right, that's a little better. Hopefully it doesn't get so grumpy. So it's sort of been my kind of go bag, and then I would have like various trays with just tools for a project I'd throw in. Very not organized and very annoying. I don't know where tools would be. I'd get mad. I'd get lost. But through it all, one thing I'm super impressed with is, let me make it all chat, not just top chat. Okay. And so from that Hobo Fright company, they have these combination wrench kits. So I don't even know if the 18 piece is available. I went to look and I was going to put together, say, links or something. And then I was like, there's just no way. There's too many options. This was 20-ish bucks. And other than one of the tabs trying to break, so now I use Velcro to hold the metric side for the M&Ms. The M&M box broke. But the not metric side still works. This is the original hanger that it was hanging on the wall with. This is about the best value there is in all of humanity. I have put these tools through the ringer, and other than breaking the tab that makes it to where the M&Ms keep trying to fall out, this toolkit is just, they did right with this. And this has been my saving grace through all of it. And pretty much what one of my biggest critiques are going to be when looking at individual kits is they let us down when it comes to wrenches. So might as well just get your little set of comb wrenches, comb combination, just being silly. And I don't know what to do with it. It just stays in the go bag because you always need something. Rest of the junk in the go bag is stuff I don't have in toolboxes, so we've just got kind of like a selection of screwdrivers and a hammer, a couple grippy things like vice grips, channel locks, metric croissant wrench. I actually have two of them, and they're kind of big because I use them to bend metal a lot. Rando lug nut. I just don't understand. And I keep cable ties in here because I never know where they are and they always make me mad. So it's just kind of a generic go bag. And so I had been using, oh my gosh, it just keeps moving in and out. I hope it doesn't do that. I had been using for about 20 years, I used a file box. This works if you don't fill it completely full with dense, heavy tools. And it works when you don't use tools often. So whatever you use for storage isn't a real big deal. But what makes this particular box so good is I never managed to destroy them. So they'll fit lots of things. I mean, even the hammer sort of fits in a not horrible way. It's just, it works. Are we skipping? I hope this works. I'm willing to do this whole thing over again with better connection or something. Maybe this will just be a dry run. So a little file box totally works fine. But we're not doing that now because I've had to start buying bigger and bigger tools. This toolbox here is actually a recent purchase. And we're going to re-angle you down. To get you looking at it. Alright, so that's this cute little generic toolbox. It's I bought it because it's pink. And most of the tools that are in it had lived in different I guess you could say like these trays I have, these energy drink trays. They're supremely handy. And eventually I got to where I was mad about being able to locate tools. So I'd go through a bunch of my different boxes and I'd be mad I couldn't find stuff. And so initially I had taps and dies up here, but they were so heavy they just pulled one of these out. So I was like, bummer. So I put the sockets up here. And this is a little, I don't even know if I bought it this way. So these are Husky sockets. And these are standard, I believe. Yeah, half. I'm not sure if this rail is how they came, but this is like the typical 1/4-inch drive. Oh yeah, these are ad hoc, obviously ad hoc. You've got a 12-pointer and a bunch of 6-pointers. You know, just over time, if tools are on sale, I'll buy them. And then in here, I've got a ratchet that I bought at Hobo Fright. 3/8 drive, metric, Allen keys, and of course there's that adapter. And then we have 1/4-inch drive, 5 through 14 metric sockets. Now what makes this socket set from Hobo Fright so good is that it goes up to 14. So whenever you're looking at 1/4-inch drive sockets, they typically don't go low enough and they don't go high enough. So 13 is sort of like 1/2 inch. 14 is dang near interchangeable with 9/16. And then you've got, 10, 9, 8, and so on. But big picture, a lot of times you won't have all those. So this was a set. It was on sale. It's a fair price. I don't even remember. And then I used scissors or something, like heavy sheet metal shears, to cut those off to make. So the retail packaging also made a great holder to keep them in the tool set. Same deal here. I cut apart the retail packaging. If these ever die, I'll figure out how to get a socket rail. And of course, the ratchet for those. I don't like that it's black because, black things disappear in black toolboxes. And now you can see several generations of screwdrivers and tools, a multi-screwdriver, and then like a bunch of other junk. I mean, this is like everything else. We have a whole bunch of Allen things. We've got our tap driver, another hammer. This is the sheet metal shears. I've got screwed up bolt extractors. So it's one of those things where this is sort of a catch-all. So you have to come back in here every now and then and sort of take inventory of what tools you put where. But what have we covered so far? We've got light duty small screws, and IKEA furniture is covered by what's in here. When I bought Billie Jean, the rollback truck, I needed larger sockets, and I was stealing them from work, and it made me grumpy. And so I don't even know how many pieces are in this. I don't know what its claim is. Obviously, it's from the Blue Box store with a shorter name. It's their in-house brand. And so, in fact, I never even did read these. Kit includes stuff. 6-point sockets, 6-point deep sockets, a little bit of overlap. 3/8 6-point, 3/8 12-point, 12-point deep, 1/2 inch, and it says combination wrenches too. 1/4 inch through 7/16, and 9mm through 13mm. Now I bought this for its 1/2-inch sockets, and here we're gonna see one of my first problems. So we spent all this money on this kit, and actually for as many of the 1/2-inch variety of sockets it comes with, it's a pretty good deal. To critique this brand directly, I wish the imprint of the size was a little bigger, but at least it is legible. It does come with nice heavy ratchet that I haven't broken yet, even with a pipe. The wrenches are useless. Like, it goes to 7/16. So you have to use 13 on a half, which, usually gets by, but that's it. So if you've got a router and you want to change its bit, well, this is a 5/8 nut. Toolkit can't hang. All right, so we don't change it. Screw you. And that part makes me a little bit sad, is that you start seeing people put together kits, and then why even bother with wrenches? Like, you could have saved the money, you could have made it cheaper, you could have had a better overlap. One of the things I discovered was, I think it does not have, I forget what size. There was some size that I had to use the adapter to go from 1/2-inch drive to 3/8. And I forget the dimension it was in. It was just like absurd. I was like, I kept looking and I couldn't find it in here. And then, I don't know, I can't find it now. Oh, here we go. Those are 1/2-inch. I don't know. Oh, so it goes up to 3/4, and then we have 7/8. So 3/4 is 1/2-inch, and then 7/8 is 3/8 drive. So these two 3/8 sockets are bigger than the 1/2-inch sockets go, but they're in 3/8 drive. That was the exception. I was like, why? But overall, for the price I paid, I bought this off of that Jungle website. I'm pretty sure this kit was discontinued, and I was like, all right, I mean, this kind of works. So one thing I did add to it was I took my own 1/4 to 3/8 adapter, and I just kind of wedged it in here. And then the 1/4-inch wrench was always falling out, so it's in my toolbox. It's never going to live here ever. This is a pretty good comprehensive kit. If you're missing something that pisses you off enough, go buy that part and figure it out. But this has done me pretty well working on Billie Jean. If I bring this out to the truck and I'm going to lay on the ground, this probably has what I'm looking for. If not, it's really weird, and I probably already know that ahead of time. In their favor, they did a pretty good job with their kit. A tape gun. This one? Okay. So, I bought this kit to get 1/2-inch sockets. Am I disappointed in the 1/2-inch sockets? No. Would I be disappointed if I bought this to do wrenches? Yes. Absolutely, this is a disappointment when it comes to wrenches. And then Wifey Pooh, who you heard earlier, she bought an essentials kit that came with some tools, and this one has been built up over time in an ad hoc manner. It got added to this file box. There's a couple hammers. We've got nails, eye protection, a few sockets. This is a pretty good general household kit. But like, I'm not going to grab this and think I can go out to Billie Jean or a car and get anything done. Uh-oh, I broke it. I hope it can go back together. But this is just a great example of an ad hoc kit that people throw together and they end up with it in their home. Now this makes me happy. So I think what I'm going to do is move things around and come sit and have a little fireside chat. Bring over the wobble pop. Bring over the chair. I've been looking so much lately at different kits to see what I think about their offerings and all of that. And so this was on closeout at the Blue store. And I think this kit is no longer available. So you can't even buy this probably. We're going to do a little unboxing. So it's a 66-piece SAE in metric. And it says here 1/4, 3/8, and half drive. And it shows a bunch of wrenches. And of course, the most important thing to do is you check the details for what's going on. And let's see, where is... I'm trying to read upside down. Oh, I give up. It's all the different languages and everything. But anyway, let's open it up and I'll show you why I love it. First of all, it was 75 bucks. That's a pretty amazing price for a toolkit. Second of all, it's lightweight-ish, fairly compact, and I was looking for a kit that I could put in one of Billie Jean's toolboxes. All right, so pretty awesome little kit. We have 5/16 through 3/4 inch wrenches. Oh, wow, I got that router bit I want to change. Hey, this toolkit let me do it. That's pretty awesome because the other ones wouldn't. This little tray is junk I gotta take back to work. Now, if there's one downside about this toolkit, it is how difficult it is to get the tools back in it. So I came up with using the smallest wrench to stretch out the stretchy things and hold them so that I could get tools back in. The kind of magic is this comes with these two adapters. We have 3/8 to half and 3/8 to 1/4. So we only need one ratchet in this whole kit for all three sizes of sockets. That's pretty genius because they got to save money and make money, which costs us less. They've got markings on what all the wrenches are. They don't have a 19 millimeter, but we have 3/4. Machinists will yell at you if you try to say they're the same. But here we've got a pretty nice ratchet. So this is new generation stuff. I just can't help but love the quality of these compared to the last Craftsman set I bought about 20 years ago. Because they love that raised ridge that hurt your fingers. And that always sucked. So for like 75 bucks, you get this cute little breaker bar, an extension, all sizes of sockets, M&Ms, and I don't know what we should call imperial, fractional brained people sizes. The markings are pretty nice. And so I actually bought two of these. One was a gift for girlfriend Charlotte because she didn't have a socket set, and we were there and we were talking about it, and she said that, and I was like, we'll grab another one for you for Christmas. And she put it to use right away. But I bought this to put on Billie Jean because if I'm out and something happens, this has the tools to do almost everything I need to do on that truck to fix it. And if you're going to buy somebody a starter kit, this would have been perfect. And I'm so disappointed that you can't, like, it really does look like Craftsman gave up on these and they don't have this kit anymore. All the other kits out there, they run up the tool count. Oh, that was my other big kvetch. I'm going to have to break out the blue kit again. So notice, what does this not have? Those idiot nut driver pieces. And I hate those so much. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's zip this cool guy back up. And for real, this thing is going to go live in the toolbox of Billie Jean. Maybe to never be used again, and that's fine if that's the case, because she's going to be there for emergency use, and it'd be great if I don't have emergencies. And if I don't destroy the box, we can have the box protect our fun little bag. Uh-oh, it's caught on the edge. There we go. So yeah, this was on closeout at the Lowe's place. And I was really surprised. Kind of what really put it hardcore onto my search was the Orange Box store, Home Depot, had a three drawer mechanics toolkit they were trying to sell. And it was $100, and it was everything I could do to not just impulse buy it. And then I started researching and found it was really lacking in a bunch of sizes. But my kind of suck is that each one of these counts as a tool. So if you have a 290 piece toolkit and it has 285 pieces of this, you still have a worthless toolkit. I can't stand those stupid little bits. And you're like, but Krista, they're so useful. What have you got against those little bits? Well, most folks already have little bits. So there's my bits. I'm showing you my bits. That's kind of funny. But no, for real. This was a gift from somebody. I took out the 1/4-inch drive socket to use it once. This was my first bits kit, but I got it mostly to have drill bits you could put in your impact drive. Oh, and it comes with bits like everything else has. Great. Here's one from Hobo Fright. It's all picked over. It got, things got used, lost. Probably they're in this tray. My random catch-all tray. Oh look, I have more bits. And so here we've got gazillions of bits. And okay, great, there's all these Torx bits. But they're not even tamper-resistant Torx. They're freaking worthless. They don't have the little pinhole drilled in them. So, I have another thing somewhere with those bits on it, too. So I've got enough bits. I really don't need 100 bits in a toolkit that I want tools for. So for the most part, I consider lots of those bits pretty freaking worthless. I love impact tools, impact drivers. This is probably one of the most useful ones available. It's from that Fright place. And I don't remember how they came, but I ordered them so that normal sizes are on this side and goofy sizes are on this side. So you have quarter, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, and half. If you always put them back, you'll always find more. This, you just can't beat the value for what you get with this. Hobo Fright also has extensions for fair price. This one says DeWalt, so obviously it's not from them. Like I bought one of these, like it's on special or on sale or something, and it turns out it's not that bad because I lose the bits that are in it, but then I put things I want in it in its place. What else was there going to be? Is that it? Are we done? Can we be done? Is it possible? What else have we got? Oh, yeah, ad hoc. So, through my career working on motorcycles and occasionally cars, I collect tools on an ad hoc basis. So, I needed to get the pinion nut off of Billie Jean, so I had to buy a 3/4 inch impact. And then over time, I've collected a whole bunch of sockets. Some of them I think I got in some kind of set, because there are a number of these Husky sizes. I don't know where they came from. Extension set was on sale at Hobo Fright. You have to pay attention to the sizes of things. Nobody has a 3/4 to half reducer. I had to get this on the Jungle website, so I could use the giant gun on normal sockets. But yeah, over time, it's like, well, I had a single-sided swing arm Ducati. Here's a 46 millimeter. Stuff like that. Oh, I had a 916 Ducati, so I have a 28 millimeter for the front axle. Things like that. And so over time, whenever I'd need something, I'd buy it. I've got like all different generations of half-inch drive stuff. Needed a 36 for something. So this is very ad hoc. So this little tool bag is just my half-inch drive crap. And then I sort of put that in there just because it doesn't have a home. So I don't know what to say about the rest of the junk on my tool cart. It's kind of a mess, like my brain. Can you see it? No. I'll tilt you up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a lot of a mess. I'm currently in a conundrum thinking about battery-powered tools. So I bought this from the Jungle website to have a 1/2 inch impact, and it hasn't completely let me down, but honestly, there were lug nuts at the junkyard it couldn't get off, and a guy came with his Cobalt 1/2 inch gun and could get the same lug nuts off that this couldn't. And so, and I had my breaker bar and everything. But, you know, it came with great sizes. This is great for our cars. Almost great for Billie Jean, but Billie Jean's got some bolts that are just a bit much for that. I think I'm going to end up going with the yellow brand. So DeWalt, they've got a really killer tool selection, and people make adapters. So if you buy a Milwaukee tool, you can use it with a DeWalt battery, vice versa. So that's about that. I don't think we're going to go into the battery things today. So I think I covered pretty much. Yeah, well, I talked about my taps breaking out the trays on the top of that thing. So yeah, it's a pretty serious set of taps and dies. We've got, it started life as a snap-on set, but then I've ad hoc'd in from the Jungle website coarse and fine pitch threads for everything on Billie Jean I've had to do. So anytime I unbolt something, I chase the threads or redo the threads or something. And so one of the box stores had a kit of like 4 of these and a bigger one for $10. It's like you can't go wrong. So I've got my taps here. Anyway, give your thoughts about what I could talk differently, and then we'll see how this video turns out, and then maybe do a different one. I might do one at work someday, but Works tools, it's a completely different ball game. Here, I need to have my tools kind of in one place. I need to be able to know, like, if I need the sockets, I grab the kit from Lowe's. If I need wrenches, grab that with it. It's like I kind of know where all my tools are, and if you have to have the discipline to always put them back. And so it's like typically I'll just bring this whole thing to play with something and then put the tools back and bring the whole thing back so that they're there for next time. Anyhow, I hope it helps a little. So when you're looking at all those sales for those toolkits, probably try to get as much sockets you can out of them, and then just go buy that Hobo Fright wrench kit, and then everyone's already got drivers, so why buy more drivers? Just, they're stupid. Stop it, you know? Okay, that's it. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to end this here, and hopefully you all are having a great holiday weekend.